How did the main character of Lord of the Mysteries get transported into this new world and into Klein's body? Now, the anime does do a brief explanation pointing out that Sho did some kind of luck enhancement ritual which transmigrated his soul onto Klein's body. However, there is a bit more to his story that the anime skipped over. You see, Sho had always been somewhat of a keyboard warrior when it came to subjects such as politics, history, economics, biology, and folklore, and it's because of this that he deemed himself as knowing a bit of everything, which was something his friends had mocked him for. Now, one of the other things he knew a bit about was Chinese divination. So when he visited his hometown, he had discovered a Threadbound book at an old bookstore titled Quintessential Divination and Arcane Arts of the Shin and Han Dynasty, and because it might help him in posturing better on the internet, he decided to buy it. However, that dream was short-lived as the vertical script that the book used made for a horrible reading experience, and so the only thing he did was flip through the initial pages before throwing it into a corner. Now, for the past month, Sho had experienced a series of unlucky incidents such as losing his cell phone, customers running away after cheating him, and making some mistakes at work. It was then that he had recalled a luck enhancement ritual written at the beginning of the book he had bought, and so he decided to try it out as the requirements were extremely simple without needing any basic foundation. All he needed was to get 4 portions of the staple food in his area and place them in the 4 corners of his room. Then, standing in the middle of the room, he had to take 4 steps in a counterclockwise fashion to make a square. He then had to chant 4 different phrases, close his eyes, and wait 5 minutes in his original spot, officially completing the ritual. Now, because it didn't cost him any money and he already had the book, he decided to follow it before dinner. However, at the time, nothing had really happened. That was until later that night where he was transmigrated onto Klein's body.